Hello and welcome to another update video about LINK. LINK continues to be in the same pattern that we've been observing for many months now. So we're still looking at an impulse here and it's coming together. Recently, the price broke out above the recent highs and above our resistance level. Remember, we had this green resistance line here on the chart, which is just on the chart due to this previous swing high from April 22. So not a major one, but one that I wanted to highlight because if we're dealing with the chart here, you tend to forget that there have been some previous resistances. There's another one at $19.52. Maybe we should actually move it a little higher so that we've got that on the chart now as well, because this is now where the price eventually found next resistance. But essentially, the idea is that in this impulse, obviously, we would like to see 5 waves. Well, we need to see 5 waves, or we cannot call it complete. So the move up technically, obviously, broke above the recent highs. So we've broken above the third wave high, which formed on the 12th of November. We've seen a 3-wave pullback in a wave 4, and by all means, I assume currently wave 5 is in the making. My minimum target for wave 5 is still $21. We haven't reached that, so it's just slightly below that. Price is getting rejected. But also wave 5 should be a 5-wave pattern itself. As you can clearly see, it's only a 3-wave pattern. It's very clear. So I only have 3 waves up here. So that doesn't allow me really to call wave 5 of 1 complete. It would look better with one more 4-5 section. And if we zoom in a little bit, then to explain that, obviously larger degree wave 4 finished here on the 8th of January. That's the current expectation here at around $12.52. The idea is that this 5th wave is unfolding, and as I said, minimum target $21, and it should have 5 waves. Wave 1 complete, wave 2 complete, wave 3 maybe complete. Could always get a little bit of a squiggle higher. But obviously we get some rejections there and so on. Then a wave 4. If the market offers a decent pullback, this here might be an area that might be potentially interesting for some who want to, who are looking for a high, let's call it high reward, low risk setup, at least on this time frame. But I have to say, it's only really with a high likelihood. I mean, you never know, but with a high likelihood, it's about trading the 5th wave of a 5th wave. It's normally not like the best setup that's out there, because typically we're looking for 1-2 setups, and the 3rd wave rally is typically what's attractive. But yeah, I mean, it still is an area where I would watch for a bounce from a 4th wave into a 5th wave. And as long as the support levels here are holding, or especially the $15.62 level, even though it ideally doesn't even touch that, but sort of this is the critical support. As long as we're holding that, a 5th wave to the upside is expected. I can then also, once we have a wave 4 low in place, I can calculate a target for wave 5. And the idea is that wave 3 could be nearly done, and we are now watching for a pullback in wave 4. So I've been watching for that pullback already here, when it reached like $18.70 a few days ago. You might remember before the weekend started, and it pushed slightly higher. But yeah, we never had a confirmed pullback. So even now it's too weak what's happening there. Too weak to confirm wave 4 is in the making. For me, it will be difficult to say, okay, this is now wave 4. At some point, the pullback will be substantial enough, also in duration, to say, okay, this is likely wave 4 now. I would approach it from a mindset that, okay, the risk is obviously increasing because we're getting close to a top there in wave 5 of 1 most likely, but the top is likely not yet in. Still watching for further upside against the $15.62 support, but it's currently unclear if the 3rd wave is still extending or the wave 4 has started. So obviously this is the area where ideally this 4th wave is the pullback is starting. I mean, even the 3rd wave itself, from a target point of view, we talked about some targets for the 3rd wave. Minimum target was around $18. Ideal target $18.40 reached. Yeah. Next ideal target, that's not even an unusual extension, the 1.618 extension. I mean, that was reached now at $19.40. That's not even unusually extended. Okay, you can even get extensions 200%, sometimes even 300%. Well, that would be way extended. But the next extension level, just on that smaller time frame, is $20.18, and then we are at the $21 level, right? So I would not rule out that our third wave here will reach my target. I don't really care if it is reached in the third wave or the fifth wave. Target for the fifth wave is $21 plus. So can always go a little higher, you know. So yeah, once the fourth wave is unfolding and I can see that, I will let you know in the next video probably. What would be a bearish alternative? So if we see the price break below $15.62, I would probably assume that if we don't get 5 waves and we get a break below support, well, then it's a 3-wave move up, and I would have to assume that wave 4 is possibly still unfolding, unfortunately. And it would be a very, very annoying WXY structure. Yep, that would be my call, because we never completed the structure. We never formed 5 waves up. Yeah, as soon as we have 5 waves up and we break below support, I'm gonna say, okay, wave 5 is complete. And the wave 2 pullback has started, which would provide the next pullback opportunity. That's my update about LINK. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.